What is up, my peeps? It is Deej here. I am at the duck pond in some Reign of Kings. I got something to show you guys. I had some other things planned for this specific game, and I've been planning them for a little while, but I'm going to have to show you something right away now because this server's getting wiped, and things I had planned for the house anyway, I'm not going to get to do, so I just want to show you. I don't know who built this in my front lawn, but it is horrible. As you can see, I decided to build in the midst of the foggy area around the plague village. It's right over there. Obviously, people can see me because the road's right there, but sometimes people walk right on by without even knowing. Yeah, so let's go in and take a look at this. I'm pretty proud of it. That's why I want to show it to you. And since it's going away, I'm going to cry later tonight because they are wiping the server. I don't know if it has to do with updates or what, but they are getting rid of all the buildings. So I'm going to show you what I spent a couple weeks making. A lot of people make just square warehouse-like buildings made out of wood. I put a little effort into making this thing look funky, looking good, looking weird, and it's reinforced. All these materials are reinforced block or stone and reinforced wood, the two highest durable things you can build out of. Ooh, that's a rabbit. Wow. I've been here for a couple weeks and I was never ever robbed, but I logged in today and someone had ballisted through my wall here 3 thick and got in here. A week or so ago, this was a server that had rules to where you couldn't declare war on people, and by war I mean siege weapons. You could burglarize people and all that, but no one could use siege weapons. But now apparently the rules are changing. That's one reason the wipe's coming. Yeah, I'm not too fond of the idea, but hey, this is what's happening. And then so once they punched the hole in the back there, they took out my doors too. That's why I kind of have I put the wrong door on here to replace it, so no one could just walk right in again. They took everything off here. But they were actually pretty generous when I got robbed. They didn't take very much stuff. You can see my resources are taken out of here, but a lot of my steel gear is all here. Oh, not this one. I think it's this one over here. But I was actually robbed again after I had patched up that hole, and I did some things for, I don't know, an hour. I left for about 2 or 3 hours and came back, and someone had robbed me again. Took out both the gates in the front and the doors that I had replaced right here. But anyway, let's just check out this house. What I went with was sort of a stone pillory skeletal look with wood innered walls and stuff like that. I don't know. I just like the way that the reinforced stone and reinforced wood look together. And so yeah, this is my downstairs. This first set of robbers got throughout my house. They came up here and took my siege equipment and all my craftable resources and building equipment. The second robbers did not get up here. I don't know if they didn't see it. I don't know if they couldn't pick the lock or what. I don't think they actually picked locks. The first guys picked locks. The second guys just ballisted through. Damn it. Closed door. Placement on doors is kind of funky. Anyway, I built this house right before the update with all this furniture came out, and it actually, I had just planned on this was going to be like my smelting room and storage room, but then all of a sudden, I think within a day or two later after building this specific room, the update for all the furniture and the bear rug and all that came in. I got my Lord's bath. I got my Lord's bed. I got my bearskin rug where I like to bust a move in front of my fireplace. Oh yeah, keep my toasty buns warm. Got it with all that rope thong I got going on at my butt crack. Yeah, so I like the way this looks, and you can see I still get some of the fog in here from the haze of the plague village. I made a balcony to get all the craftable stuff that I need done and that I could do if, say, someone was outside, because I didn't have this wall either. For the longest time, I didn't have a wall, and I just had basically this area, and I had to, stay safe, so I had all my stuff out here. Fortunately, there was a buddy that had like a group of 3 people, I think, on the other side of the map that had a very large encampment, and they left the server and decided to give me their goods. So what I did is I stripped basically the good materials from their building of their homes and made myself a wall. So I didn't necessarily need all this up here, but I still like the way it looks. And since the wipe is coming, I am not going to continue on like I had planned for another room up here, maybe for like maybe the siege workshop and more equipment to or more storage room. But since it's going to be wiped, honestly I thought it was going to be wiped already. I was told earlier today before I went to sleep that it was going to be wiped, and I came back fortunately to record this little video for you guys. And yeah, so this is what I got. I really like the look. I wish I could have gone bigger with you know, the building I was going to be going up with. Yeah, I really like the look of the stone, reinforced stone. It's just really hard to get all that because it takes a ton of stone, especially since the update with that came at the same time as all this woodworking stuff. They made well, basically they made stone slabs cost a lot more. Basically, I think twice as much. Maybe not twice as much, but pretty close. Yeah, but I like the look of this, like especially right out here. It looks kind of Aztec-y, you know, like a Southern American native look. I don't know. But yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to show you guys this cool little house I had made. But since it's going to be wiped, well, I'm going to cry later. But that gives me a great opportunity. Some of the plans I had for this game that involve this house, I don't necessarily need the house, but since we are starting over, one of the things I want to do was give you a progressive guide of how to not only start out to how to survive your first night or two, how to reinforce your walls eventually, protect your walls and your goods, and down the road rape and pillage your neighbors. So yeah, I look forward to those videos. Yeah, this game is really good. So that's one thing I wanted to point out is it's worth the $20 American or 15 euros if you're across the seas from me. It's very much worth it. I had that much fun. It was well worth it the first night I played, and I mean, 20 bucks, 15 euros is like a good meal. Like you know, it's okay. So say you take out your lady friend or your dude friend. That's what it costs to play this game, and it's worth it. There's only one downfall that I would gripe about this game, and that is it needs optimized heavily. The game's beautiful. It looks great. It functions great. There isn't really, I wouldn't say there's any game-breaking bugs. The only thing is the frames start dropping when there's not only more people on, more buildings, and say if you play it for an hour and a half or so, you need to restart. Ouch. And that will refresh your frames. But with this type of game, you shouldn't have to. I mean, I'm playing GTA 5 this week, and it is running great at half the processing that this game does. And this has like a lot. This processes heavily on my CPU, and other much more intensive games do not. So I don't know. They need to tweak it up a bit, I think, with the development side. Other than that, it is a great game. It looks great. It plays great. It's a good mix between, I'd say, chivalry and because of the fighting aspect and Rust. So it's just like Rust in a medieval aspect. And I like that because in Rust, I really got addicted to Rust, and I've become addicted to this. But with Rust, there were guns, and that basically meant someone could shoot me from up there, basically. With this, you have arrows, you have spears, but they are not going to one-shot you. They're not going to even three-shot you. To get up and close to kill someone with a sword is the way to go, or, you know, whatever melee weapon you have that's up and close. There's all kinds of things like swords, battle axes, maces, all kinds of things. But yeah, so I just want to show you guys this, and then soon I'll be bringing out comprehensive how-to guides on to get out there, get going, and survive, and then even take what's you think is yours. If you're interested in playing on these servers, it's great admins run it. There's a good community going. It's very much role-play encouraged. SEAL Team Sloth runs it, so if you are interested in joining it, there are two servers. One is open, one is more strict password-protected rules, and more so role-play encouraged. So there's two of those servers. If you like to raise hell, go to one. If you like to role-play and you know, I'm not saying there isn't warring, but there is less there's less worry of losing a cool ass house like this to a trebuchet, unless you piss someone off. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but there has to be reasons to start war in the other server. Anyway, yep, just wanted to show you guys and to give you a little heads up on what I have planned for this game. I just didn't want my architecture to go to waste, so yeah. Look forward to that, and I am rambling on and on, but for now, in case they don't wipe it, because like I said, they should have by now, I'm going to block this off with some reinforced wood, because being robbed twice in one day kind of makes me want to reinforce things while I'm gone, because I am going to go play some more GTA, since I would really love to keep building, but if they are going to wipe it, I'm not going to put in the time to gathering goods and building if all of a sudden just an hour or two or even in the morning it's wiped. So yeah, look forward to more Reign of Kings. It's a really good game. I highly recommend getting it, especially if you liked Rust. If you played Rust and liked it, you will love this game. Alright, dudes, thanks for watching and stay gaming. I am out of here. I am the gorillas in the mist.